we got some breaking news. AOC won. Unsurprising.
Oh, darn.
And currently, Jamal Bowman is tracking to win. However, we're looking at only 4% of the votes. That being said, AOC, it has been projected by AP Politics. They're saying that Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez wins the Democratic nomination for her district, the 14th. The race was called at 9:05 p.m. And the current data we have on AOC's district is 20% of the votes are in. So the margin she's accomplished, I suppose, thus far is indicative of she is not going to be losing. And this is AP data. So then with Rep. Bowman, it's looking pretty good for him right now with AP estimating he's got 79% in the Bronx. He's got 61% in Westchester County, though that's only 381 votes.
Yeah, 4%.
All these people on X that are like, Bowman's out, he's probably going to win. Yeah, so, there you go.
Crazy town.
Yeah.
Crazy town.
Well,
that it is.
New York doesn't believe that he did anything wrong. Apparently, you can pull a fire alarm and lie about it, and
they'll
that. Reelect you.
But it's not. But he did something right for them. They saw a guy who was willing to commit a crime on their behalf to steal power,
right? And
they're like, "That's the game today."
Yeah, it's so.
Look what New York is. Look what they're doing to Trump.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
I just wish they would wake up and realize that, like, he's willing to lie to everyone else, so he's willing to lie to you too, right?
Right.
There's nothing there to say that he is doing for their benefit. He's doing for his benefit, and
right.
It benefits him to stay in power, and it benefits him to lie to you if necessary. I think that's one of the challenges, and it happens on the right too, right? It's not like there are just only liars on one side of the aisle, but I think ultimately you are totally right that these congressional positions, who's in the House of Representatives and who's in the Senate makes a huge difference long term. It's in fact more of an investment in the future maybe than the president. Not that the presidency isn't important. I was going to ask you if there are, obviously a lot of people talk about Montana as a Senate race. West Virginia has is likely to flip to Republican. Are there any Senate races that you are really interested in right now?
Honestly, I haven't been looking at the Senate races too much, but I do think that we'll hold on to the House. We have to build up our numbers there. And I do think we'll take back the Senate. But you guys, I mean, I'm just a realist and I'm going to be honest. I mean, Georgia lost 2 Senate seats that cycle with, we now have 2 Democrat senators. And Georgia is not, I don't care what anybody says, we're not a purple state and we're not a blue state. We are a red state. And, the fact that we have 2 Democrat senators is not acceptable. And then when Herschel ran in 22, that seat was lost. So we've lost 3 Senate seats in Georgia in the past 4 years. And so these seats are so important. I know President Trump gets people out. He's engaging. He's exciting. And yes, we need these people engaged. But if you don't vote in these Senate and congressional races, I think that's what happened in 2018. Trump turned out so many new people in 2016, people that had never been involved. They voted and they thought, oh, we've got President Trump in there. He's going to do gangbusters. And they didn't turn out and vote in 2018. And what happened? We lost the House. And so that's one of the things that I'm focused on is educating people on how important these Senate and congressional races are, because they really, if we elect President Trump again and we don't hold the House already the House is with Jamie Raskin, he's already written the legislation to not seat Trump. They channeled that at the Supreme Court hearing several months ago at the end of the case over the Colorado trial, when the last justice, the liberal justice, asked their side, what happens if we don't deal with this now? And their counsel said, well, then in January after the election, we'll be back here. And, he channeled everything that they were going to do. And Benny Thompson has written legislation to remove his Secret Service protection if he's convicted. Point is, we have to take back the House or we have to keep the House and build our majority there. And at the same time, take back the Senate. I think it's more important than ever because Trump will not be seated if we don't.